talk about technique right now. I got to refill my peppercorn, but 1 minute. Food processor, if you will. A blender. Okay, so I'm gonna break them down to you really quick. Don't worry about that. So to familiarize you, when I use a blender, I'm normally making like a paste or a sauce, anything that you want to be like a liquid consistency, you'll use a blender. Unless you like kind of pulsate it, which means you just turn it a little bit, okay? Not like a full spin, a blender. Ooh. Now, you know how you buy like garlic? You know how you buy garlic? Just kidding. It will come out like this, a processed, a chopped, if you will, really fine. I'm not gonna do it because that's not what I'm going for right now. So usually, like in my recipe for crab cakes, I use a pureed something. I don't need to tell y'all, you know, that's my business. Anyways, just playing. I use a garlic and ginger paste, and I will use the blender, not the processor. This will make it like if you were to chop it real fine. That's what this would do for you. Now, moving right along to my best friend, okay? Mortar and pestle. This will open up the aromatics that you are blending up or pureeing. And it's the only thing that's going to open it up unless you smash it, you know, with a knife. You have to do some type of smashing to the aromatics to have them have their right flavor. Okay. Also, it's going to come, this will come into like a pasty, but in its own. Okay, it's not gonna extract anything. It's not gonna blend it. It's just gonna paste down naturally. And you can also add, you know, some people like to add sugar. If you add sugar to it, it will like kind of like caramelize it. You know what I'm saying? You can't get that with a blender or a processor. You have to use a mortar and pestle, or you can use, you know what I'm saying, a spoon, whatever you want. That'll, you know. But for right now, we're gonna use a mortar and pestle for ginger and garlic. So I have some already chopped up thin slices. I got some makeup on my hand. Thin slices of ginger. That's really actually too much because I don't want the ginger. Ginger is very powerful, strong, okay? You don't want it to overpower anything. I do like garlic, so that's enough. And my recipe does call for peppers. So I'm going to use the remaining of these peppercorns. This is a peppercorn melody. Then, since I'm already right here, I'm going to fill up my container with just regular peppercorn. Now, I don't have any more peppercorn melody. Okay. And that's actually, I can use a little bit more. It was just like flakes in there. All right. Like whenever I want something like, you know, like smoky, like it just came off the grill, I will use this Maldon smoked sea salt. If I just, you know, my everyday salt would be the regular Maldon sea salt. But I'm going to tell you, because some of y'all have picked up Maldon because I use it a lot, and y'all tell me like you bought it because of me, okay? You need a salt. So notice on the container, it says this salt does not supply iodine, a necessary nutrient, okay? I don't want y'all going out what you need to thrive, okay? You need a salt that has iodine. Now, I like Himalayan pink salt. I don't like this Umbrella Lady, but I seen that the Umbrella Lady has an iodized Himalayan pink salt. So I got this because a lot of the pink salt is also no iodine. So, yeah, get your iodized salt to add into your meals. Just make sure you're adding it if you're not getting it other ways. This is a good way to make sure you get it every day. Because, you know, a lot of y'all be cooking with salt. Anywho, we're going to use some of this. I'm going to put this here because I'm fit to tag them. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, I'm going to use some of this Modern Smoked Sea Salt. Just a little, not a lot. Oh, yeah, I put it away now. You want to go ahead and start doing your mortar and pestle. Now, I like to, some of them come with like a cover. My hands is ashy. I can't stand no ashy hands. They're going to get ashy again, better wet. Anyway, you want to like cover it with your hand. Some of them come with a cover. You could just, you know what I'm saying? But use your hand as a cover. And then you just want to mash it down. Some people say it takes a lot, but it doesn't take a lot. Especially if you get a good one. And you could just press, you know what I'm saying? Use your body. You can also, what's this called? Swirl it around. Again, you are making your paste, so you kind of got to get with it however it's getting with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's ginger is stringy, so you just keep going, keep at it. It'll get there. And I'm doing this because for the crab cakes, I don't want it to be too loose. And I already use egg, mayo, and mustard. Dijon mustard is what I'm using this time. And I just wanted to aid into the binder. And this way, I don't need to add any oil in there to get my, like my paste. I don't need to add anything. I'm just using, you know, its own, right? Its own natural oils. And once that's done, I will add this into my, what's going to be my binder. So in here, again, I have the salt, pepper, ginger, and garlic. I'll bring you around so you can see. Okay, and this is the consistency of it. No extra anything needed to be added to it. It's a natural form. So I'm going to add this to my other ingredients. This is my binder. Notice how nothing is really like, you feel me? Too wet, too nothing. That's lemon juice. I just like to get it all out. The rice is done. Definitely still a paste. Still exactly what I'm looking for. It's this color because of the pepper. Remember the pepper? Okay, good. Now you know what that is. So when I put it in there on my video, you ain't gonna be like, girl, what the hell is that? You just plop it in there. Oh, hell no. I done dropped it in the sink. OMG. Okay, we have lump crab meat, claw meat. For our mixture, it's the only time you need to season your eggs. We're going to use some Old Bay. Okay. Not a lot because we're going to also use the hot sauce. Just a couple dabs. Along with this. Actually, I want to add that to that. Okay. Uh-oh. You okay? How'd that happen? Trip over your own feet? Maybe. All right, let's pour it all on there. You're gonna add 2 crackers. This. You want more crab than you want crumb. I like to check it to see exactly how much I need, but you will. Okay, still flaky, still everything, break open easy. Now this can use just a smidge more, a little bit more of the coupon. There we go. And we're gonna mix this in. So we're gonna get a little bit, put it in your hand, form, and then get a shrimp, and then the rest on top.